Welcome to Motivation at Hand. To know is to know how. Make your foot the foot that counts. Temperance's gentle embrace we find. Tranquil state of mind. Blending the tumultuous, the fierce, and the mild. A balanced dance. She wields her grace, merging opposing forces in a sacred embrace. She holds the fire, come what may, grounding the lightning, every day. A philosophical exploration highlights a disconnect between modern American culture and the age-old practices of paying attention to the rhythmic energy of life. Temperance, within the framework of this philosophical exploration, serves as a representation of profound symbolism. It signifies the culmination of various philosophical and cultural elements, where the fragments of the self are harmoniously fused, akin to the quest for the philosopher's stone. It also encapsulates the zenith of an intricate blending of emotional and physical realms, signifying a harmonious union of opposing forces both within and outside of one's existence. This matured state of being, as exemplified by the temperance, implies a transition. The process of learning evolves into a realm of technical mastery. In this evolved state, attains mastery over the metaphoric fire, no longer succumbing to the fear of death or other existential apprehensions. Rather, temperance transforms, opening channels to purged and refined through previous experiences, poised to confront formidable forces and energies. Her existence is no longer characterized by oscillations between extremes, but is rather in sync with the harmonious flow of existence. A state reminiscent of the Buddhist concept of the middle way, a direct path to the heart of existence. While many native cultures possess established frameworks for harnessing the cosmic energy within the human body, modern society ignores the unseen, or the unconscious impact, as well as the collective conscious. A way to address the unseen and the unconscious, temperance suggests, resides in grounding this energy, akin to grounding lightning. Initiating this process involves establishing a connection between the psyche and the physical realm. Activities such as dance, running, and swimming are presented as effective means of achieving this grounding, simultaneously bridging the spiritual and physical dimensions. Temperance, in its essence, offers the potential for the channeling of tempestuous energies. The act of creating with the mind and hands represents a profound fusion of spiritual and physical energies. In cultures where the divine is an intrinsic part of daily life, artistic expression serves as a form of prayer, seamlessly integrated into existence. Ritualistic practices often incorporate music and art, facilitating healing in conjunction with dance. Following these rituals, energy is elevated, sensitivity heightened, and the recipient of this energy is positioned to create art, engage in healing, or even both. Within the context of astrological symbolism, temperance aligns with the archetype of Sagittarius, epitomizing balance and the ability to channel and ground the initially challenging cosmic energies. Temperance serves as the quintessential healer, achieving a centered state within the ebb and flow of energies, symbolic of the sun and moon, warmth and cold, day and night. This mastery allows temperance to act as a mediator between polar opposites, seamlessly unifying them. As a consequence, a radical transformation occurs at every level of existence simultaneously, effectively reshaping one's nature from its core. Personifying existence itself, temperance embodies the fusion before transmuting into healing energy. This representation, the receptive feminine form that is ancient and powerful, completely intact and unapologetically expressed. History reveals the consequences of this knowledge, with the persecution of 9 million witches during the Middle Ages, emphasizing the profound implications of such power. In ancient goddess-worshipping societies, communal participation in healing rituals, dance, chants, and loving connections is a part of life and living. However, the fragmentation and disconnection that later ensued saw the decline of the unified power of the goddess, leading to a rise in illness and a demand for individual healers. This separation of religious and secular activities created a dichotomy. Certain individuals were imbued with greater shares of this ancient, mystical power. Notably, older women became known as witches as malevolents, while older men were recognized as shamans and benevolent. Despite this division, both healers harnessed the same powers, yet their social statuses differed significantly across cultures. The persecution of millions of women during the Middle Ages, especially those accused of possessing medical and obstetrical skills, coincided with the rise of the male-dominated medical establishment. A knowledge base that had been entrusted to women for centuries was suddenly dominated by men. The emergence of gynecology, coupled with the development of forceps, marked the crystallization of a new profession, further sidelining midwives. Women who had once relied on wise midwives for safe knowledge of birth control, abortion, pregnancy, and delivery were thrust into the care of males who deemed them unclean, contaminated, and undeserving of proper treatment. These doctors even cited biblical passages about original sin to convince women that they were meant to endure pain during childbirth. Even in contemporary America, midwifery, an age-old female profession, faces stringent restrictions and illegality in some regions. Despite their impeccable track records of low complication rates and gentle birthing practices, midwives continue to encounter severe restrictions. The monopolization of gynecology has dire consequences for women and their offspring, reflected in alarmingly high mortality and morbidity rates. Caesarean births are on the rise, while surgeries exhibit an alarming eagerness to remove organs like breast and uteri, symbols of ancient feminine power. In response to these challenges, some so-called primitive cultures, where patriarchal religions dominate, have seen the formation of female-exclusive cults, as described by anthropologists. Within these groups, women practice a religion of magic under the guidance of elder female healers. Dance is an easy way to enter temperance's domain, thereby facilitating self-healing. Conversely, the suppression leads to the buildup of energies that would either sink into depression or explode like a volcano. Temperance, akin to the dormant volcano goddess Pele, serves as a reminder of our inherent capacity to balance and harmonize the energies of earth and sky, body and mind, woman and man. This process effectively counters the blatant oppression and inequality prevalent today. Through the rhythmic dance of existence, temperance sheds ego and discovers divinity in the oldest form of human worship, the sacred dance of energy. Sagittarius wisdom, she bears the divine, balancing sun and moon, in radiant design. A master of thresholds, opposites she'll unite. In her transformative dance, worlds take flight. Temperance, personified in power and grace, dances to the peak, her magical embrace. She's the ancient witch, her wisdom untold. In her sacred rhythm, her spirit unfolds. Much appreciation to you for giving of your time with us at Motivation at Hand. To know is to know how. We trust you will come back soon.